Look, social media tells you to chase the hustle, chase the clout, and chase the currency. But out here, we're doing something different. Welcome to Chasing God, Not Currency. I'm your host, Corban Jaboro. This is a space to put the phones away, cut through the noise of the world, and figure out how to put the Creator first from scratch, right here where you are. Let's be completely honest with each other right now. If someone looked at your screen time right now, if they looked at your search history, your TikTok feed, or your YouTube algorithm, what would it say about what you care about? In our last episode, we talked about closed doors and trusting God's protection over our ambition. But today, I want to talk about a different type of currency. We live in a world that is obsessed with making money, but the most valuable thing you own isn't money in your bank account. It's your attention. Every single day, there is a multi-billion-dollar war going on for your mind. Big tech companies, social media apps, streaming platforms, they are all fighting to buy your attention. And without realizing it, a lot of us are spending all our attention on things that leave us feeling empty, anxious, and completely disconnected from God. Look, the title of the show is Chasing God, Not Currency. But currency isn't just paper money. Currency is anything you trade your life for. When you spend 4 hours a day scrolling through short form videos, watching drama, looking at what other people have, you are trading your peace of mind for a quick hit of dopamine. You are paying with your attention. And then we wonder why we feel anxious. We wonder why it feels hard to pray. We try to sit down in the quiet, and our brains are spinning at 100 miles an hour because we spent the last 12 hours feeding our minds pure noise. Think about it like this. If you ate junk food every single day, chips, candy, soda, your body would get sick. You'd have no energy. You wouldn't expect to run a marathon on a diet of pure junk. But we do the exact same thing with our souls. We feed our minds junk, media, music, vanity, and compression all week long. And then on Sunday, or when we face a crisis, we open the Bible for 2 minutes and wonder why spiritually strong. You cannot build a strong relationship with God if you are starving your soul with feeding your distractions. I remember a time in my own journey as an actor, content creator, and running Team Glazer and Team Glazer Sound. My life is consistently tied to digital screens. I am always checking metrics, looking at distributions, and planning the next media move. One night, I sat down in this exact room, and I felt this heavy, overwhelming wave of anxiety. It felt like a brick wall I was sitting on my chest. I immediately wanted to pray. I wanted to ask God to take the anxiety away. But when I closed my eyes, all I could think about were the comments I needed to reply to, the emails I hadn't sent, and the videos I needed to edit or send my editors. That was the moment it hit me like a ton of bricks. God wasn't the one who was distant. I had crowded him out with my own hands. I was giving my business, my entertainment, and my phone 99% of my day, and then giving God leftovers right before I fall asleep. I was treating the creator of the universe like an afterthought. Matthew chapter 6 verse 21 says, "For where your treasure is, that your heart will be also." Your treasure isn't just your wallet, man. Your treasure is your time. Your treasure is your focus. Wherever you spend your focus, that is where your heart is going to follow. If you want to change your life, you have to change your diet. I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about what you allow through your eyes and ears. If you are consistently consuming content that makes you feel insecure, angry, or greedy, you need to unfollow those pages. If you're spending more time listening to podcast hosts talking about making money than you are reading the Word of God, you need to check your balance. You have to protect your attention like it's the most valuable asset you own. Because it is. God speaks in a whisper, and you will never hear a whisper if your headphones are consistently blasting the noise of the world. So, let's take a practical step together from scratch right here. Consistency beats intensity. Every single time. We don't need a massive overnight lifestyle overhaul. We need an intentional shift. Starting tomorrow, I want to challenge you to practice what I call first 15. Before you go check your text messages, before you go scroll through TikTok, before you look at your emails, give God 15 minutes of your day. Open a physical Bible or even a digital one if you don't have a physical one at home. A clean reading plan. Read a few verses. Sit in the quiet. Talk to Him before you talk to the world. Let God have the first word over your day before the algorithms try to tell you who you're supposed to be. When you start protecting that morning pocket of silence, you'll notice something incredible. The noise starts to fade. The anxiety starts to melt. You stop chasing the quick hints of temporary validation. You start anchoring your life in the internal truth of the Creator. Putting God first means putting Him before everything, before your business, before your entertainment, and yes, before your phone screen. Take it one step at a time. It's a daily battle, but you are not fighting it alone. Thank you for hanging out in this room with me today. If this message challenged you or made you look at your habits a little differently, share it with someone else who needs that reminder to unplug. And if you are ready to protect your attention and commit to the first 15 challenge, starting tomorrow morning, drop the word focus in the comments below. My community team and I will be going through the comments tonight, and I will be praying specifically for clarity, peace, and spiritual discipline over your week. God bless you guys. Keep chasing the internal, and I'll see you guys soon for episode 5.